Good morning. We are here today at the Water Bean in Cornelius, one of our favorite coffee shops. I'm Amanda from the Sarver Group. I'm here with Jennifer LeClair, Aaron Dworsky from the Sarver Group on our team. I have the distinct honor of interviewing them today, and I'm very excited. I've been waiting for this day. We want to kind of, they live in Huntersville currently. Been on the team, gosh, you've been on the team for 6 years, right? You've been on our team for
just going on almost a year?
Almost a year, but she's been in real estate for forever.
In various facets.
Yes. So I think we have a good little panel here today to answer our questions. So let's get started. Current conditions of the market. I know everyone kind of has some idea of how things are going, but we want to know from you guys, what are the current conditions of the market from your perspective? How are things looking?
So, well, I would say, first of all, it depends on if you're coming from the seller's perspective or the buyer's. If you're a seller, it's definitely a good market for you, especially if you're in a good location, you've maintained your house well, and it's important to have a real estate agent who's qualified and knows how to strategically price your house.
Absolutely.
It's extremely important not to just price it at the absolute highest, but to use strategic pricing skills and also who has the resources to market it. And in those cases, we're definitely seeing multiple offers and things are selling pretty quickly. If you're coming from the buyer's perspective, it's funny because it's still definitely a pretty difficult market for buyers.
Okay.
If you watch the news, you're going to see that the prices of houses are going down. But the confusion there is that when you're watching the news, it's a blanket statement. It's a national average. So they're averaging some states, such as California, places where people are sort of leaving in the great exodus, so to speak.
Right.
But here in our area, Charlotte, Huntersville, Cornelius, we're actually still appreciating. So prices aren't in fact going down. And then it still goes back to economy 101, supply versus demand. We have a lot of people looking to buy and we don't have a lot of supply. So we are seeing, I think it was even in a few weeks ago, the rates went down for about 3 consecutive weeks, and we noticed that mortgage applications went up 8%.
I've heard that.
It's true. So basically, I'm just bringing that up to say, if you're waiting right now to buy for those 2 reasons, maybe you're thinking rates are going to go down, which they will eventually, but maybe you're thinking prices are going to go down. The problem is there's a lot of people waiting. So what we see is when rates do go down, there's going to be even more buyers, more competition. So what I'm saying is, if you've been waiting to buy, if you're qualified and you can, go ahead and buy and then refinance when the rates go down later, because it's only going to become more competitive when the rates do go down.
I've been hearing that same thing because we're in the process of buying, and they are telling us, all lenders are telling us the same thing. So that makes complete sense. I'm glad you validated that. I feel better about you saying that too. So thank you. So, it's a fantastic answer. I love that you validated everything that I just was thinking. Being in the buying process, it makes me nervous. So I loved hearing that from you. Also had another quick question. Wanted to see, can you guys tell us what are the benefits from a buyer's perspective, and a selling perspective of, listing or selling with the Sarver Group? Tell us the benefits and how it's great.
Sure. So there is a lot of overlap on the buyers and seller side. So I'll tackle that first, right? Just in general, when you're working with the Sarver Group, you're getting a collective of people who come with years of experience.
Absolutely.
But I think most importantly, expertise in certain aspects of the transaction, right? So instead of me as an agent trying to be the best of everything, which I'm not going to be, we've broken it down into singular acts within the transaction and have experts at each of those steps, right? So, we have a marketing manager, we have, the agents, well, I'm probably also the listing manager, of course. Wow, and
takes care of all the photography.
Right. Yeah, someone who handles social media. So that's probably the biggest benefit you're going to get with the Sarver Group, is that you're just not getting one person trying to handle everything that comes with the transaction. You're getting individuals who are experts in their field, at their portion of the transaction, right? So in essence, that basically maintains a high level throughout the transaction versus the ups and downs that you may get if I was the individual agent trying to manage everything that comes with the transaction. So you just know you have that trust in your team, and you know that you can trust myself, if it's a listing, to just kind of hand it off in a sense. 100%, because you're the expert at that, right? And if I was to try to do that myself, the quality may go down a little bit, right? So I love this. It's very comforting to know that I could just focus on what I'm great at, and then pass it on to someone else on the team who can focus on what they're great at. Yeah, and we have amazing closers. We have two amazing closers, Tiffany Todd and Danielle Federico, and we have a fully dedicated marketing manager as well that just handles social media, print, anything marketing. All things marketing is Tara Boucher. So yeah, it's pretty detailed, right? What we do. And then furthermore, on the listing side in particular, we now offer what's called our style and design, which is included with all our listings. And basically that's our investment in our client's investment, right? Absolutely. So with every listing, we'll come in after we do the paperwork and bring our style and design team in. And, their job is to really just make the house look spectacular, by bringing in furnishings. And, maybe even helping out with paint ideas, whatever it may be. It could be just as simple as moving some of your own furniture around, just to make sure. And they work hand in hand with the photographer to make sure that everything is just going to be perfect. Because we know from experience and from, the NAR, what they tell us is that, homes are going to sell, 10 to 20% better on their stage. So, on the listing side, that's one of the benefits of working with the Sarver Group, because we include that with all our listings. And those ladies are amazing too. Jessica Fider and Britt Sarver, they really are. They go in, they have this vision, it's incredible, and they get it done. They do as much as they have to do, or as little as they have to do, to get the home styled and perfect and ready for photos and showings. So we love them and couldn't do without them as well. So yeah. We love them too. Makes our job easier. Absolutely. It does. Yeah. Yeah. So any last thoughts or, anything you want to add that we're, you guys are the experts in your field. So we love to hear. I mean, I would definitely say, going back to the question that you started with me, reach out to us. Maybe you're not even sure if it's right for you right now with interest rates and what's going on. It's okay to reach out to us, even if you're not sure and you just want to get some information. Sure. If you can buy, it's a good time to do before the market gets, before the rates do go down and it becomes even more flooded. Yeah, and in terms of what Erin was saying here with the style and design, I mean, we're definitely seeing firsthand. We've had homes that we've listed that didn't start with style and design, waited a little bit, and then we had style and design come in, and it just had multiple offers. Had that happen several times. And they just really do such a great job of setting it up so that when a buyer walks through your door, they get their own emotional connection to the house. It's all about that, because we buy all from emotion first, then we do all the, thinking to resell ourselves on. And we do have to think like a buyer or seller. Like, we have to put ourselves in their shoes, because I think so often, part of my job is to just really, really hone in on their emotions and where they are in the process and how they're feeling. Some, it's a cakewalk, and some you become like a best friend, like a therapist in a sense, and it's fun. That's why I've loved my job for 20 years. So thank you, Erin, thank you, Jen. We really appreciate you guys being here, and check us out on Instagram, on Facebook, on we have a website, thesarvergroup.com, and come see us. Thank you.